So let's talk about it. So really quickly, we're going to talk about you sharing more of you, which is so important to build an online business. It's so important if you're trying to have online presence, you're trying to build an audience, you're trying to monetize social media. You want all the things. Guess what? That means you have to get to know your peoples, and your peoples got to get to know you. Oh my goodness, the Cayman Islands in the building. This is amazing to me. Let me just say this. If you are not taking full advantage, I am strongly suggesting you do. You have the whole wide world in your hand. You have the whole wide world in your hand if you want to build a business. All of the peoples are on social media. All of the peoples, okay? You just got to build relationships. You just got to figure out who's your ideal prospect. You got to make sure you're posting to the right people. So yes, we have in the building, the Cayman Islands in the building from social media. All I did was press a button and we're best friends. And I can see all the people, no matter where you are. Colorado in the building. So this is your time to really maximize this free platform. I don't like to say the word, that F word, because they don't like that word. This platform or forms, because you can meet so many people. You can actually build so many relationships. And as long as you're building relationships, you're going to have a big business, because people build a business. Write that down. Say, Jerisha said, people build a business. Oh, you wish you were in the Cayman Islands right now? I know, right? So let's talk about this. I need you to show more of you. So today's lesson is about share something personal. Share something personal. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be, any type of abuse or childhood trauma. That's not what I'm talking about. So I'm going to give you examples. I'm a tactical teacher. I like to tell you exactly what to do. I like to give homework over here. So I'm going to give you examples of something you can share about yourself, because the more people know about me, they get to know me, then they like you, then they trust you. You can offer your thing because you're building relationships when you share. Okay. So that's a very important part. So if you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. That just means you're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. All the newbies say, hey, Jerusha. Put newbie in the chat. I actually speak that. And I want to recognize you. And then, of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag and share, you and I just became besties. Like, go ahead and tag and share. You know you have that girlfriend that probably needs this information. Let's tag her right now. Let's share the broadcast, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. I got a newbie in the building. I didn't realize he was a newbie to me. Yes, Tanisha is a newbie to me. Patty, thank you so much for tagging. I appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's share the love. Let's share the love. We can all go to the top. It's the bottom that's overcrowded. And so I'm Jerusha Wiggins, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help people start a business in my personal organization. Listen, if you don't know, I am currently developing 100 new directors, leaders, sponsors in my business, team members, whatever you want to call it, in my business. It's going down. I'm looking for those people that are hungry, they're ready, they're determined to make it happen. No excuses. Yes, they understand there are going to be challenges. We fall forward to success. Put 100 in the chat if you want to learn more about the 100 that I am developing for my personal organization. I'm so excited. That is the goal. My eye is on the prize. 100 families, 100 women. Yes, 100 people. That's crazy, right? Yes, I know. I'm crazy. I'm that person. I'm crazy. And so I want to do something crazy. And so that would just blow my mind. So if you want to learn more about the 100, put 100 in the chat so we can talk about it. And then I also help all of you. I don't care what you sell. I don't care what your business is. I care that you, right, learn these things so you can excel in those businesses. So it doesn't matter to me if you sell lotions, potions, pots, pans, hair, lashes. I don't care. I teach people how to build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, baby. Hashtag double threat if you want to be a double threat. I was able to build my business successfully offline for years initially. then got online in the last 3-4 years and built my audience online. So I know a thing or two. And so I only share what I know for sure. My hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. So that's why I show up for a quick lunch and learn. So let's get to it. Let's make it happen on this money making Monday, marvelous Monday, whatever you want to call it. Let's do a miracle Monday. Yes. So yes, hi, gorgeous. I appreciate you too. Just say hi, Jerusha. I speak back. No worries. I'm not the person that don't speak back. I actually see you. I see you, girl. So let your audience, this is your lesson for today, is share more of you. Because the more people know about you, they will follow you because they feel like we have a relationship. We're building something here. That's why you're here. We're building something here. And so I want to know, what is it that you're doing? I want to know about your journey. I want to know about your story. I want to know about it. But if you're not posting anything, I can't figure out the person. And you will know that when people go to your pages, if they're not immediately purchasing, you know why? They feel like they know you. It's easier for them to get it from like Amazon. But if they know you or they know things about you, they feel more comfortable purchasing from you. So we've got to build that trust factor. We've got to do that. And one way to do it is to share something about yourself, share something personal. And I said this before I started. I'm not talking about your deep, dark secrets. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying things that people should know about you. Like, for instance, I said I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually from South Carolina. Okay. So that's something you know about me. I say it quite often on my broadcast. And I'm like, where are you from? I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. That's on purpose because I want you to know this is where I am. I'm real. I'm human. Because people ask me all the time, is this the real person? I'm like, yes, I'm real. So they have to see you enough. They have to see what you're posting. They got to get used to you and comfortable with you so they do purchase your product, your service, your opportunity. Are you following me? Yes or yes? So write this down. Your lesson for today is to be human. I know that sounds crazy, but be human when you show up. If you're posting or if you're on lives, be human. And I want you to share a healed cut, not an open wound. So if you're going through something right now and you haven't quite healed from it, you don't have an overcoming story or a triumph story, don't share that yet. We want to hear that you made it. Everybody loves a triumph story. We want to know, girl, you did it. Everyone faces significant challenges in their lives. We learn and grow from them. Write this down. Tragedy to triumph. That's what we want. What was the thing that made you get to this place? So people ask me all the time, how did you get started in your business? The only reason that I'm here is I had my son and he had some difficulties and I was working in corporate America. I enjoyed what I did. I'm not the person that hated my job, right? I loved working in radio and television. Okay. So I've always knew I was going to get paid to talk. So I enjoyed what I was doing. I worked for CNN News prior to my side hustle. And so after I had some challenges with my son, I decided I needed financial freedom. So when I decided, I need to be more present, I was open to other possibilities. And the first person who talked to me is the first person I got started with because I was like, oh, this is the possibility. I didn't make excuses. I didn't think about it long enough to talk myself out of it. I was like, maybe this is the blessing. Let's see. So I'm a risk taker. So I don't know. Most people are like, I got to think about it. I got to pray. And you say 5 years and you still didn't get started. That wasn't going to be my story. I need immediate success. Let's go. What do I need to do? So that's the story. And if you've heard me before, you know that's why I got into building my business was I wanted time freedom. That was the reason at that time. That was my why at that time. So people want to know. And now I can say I made it. Now I can say, yes, I became a part of the top 2% in 8 months. Eventually, I laid CNN News off. Boom, I haven't looked back since. I work full-time for myself. That's the story. Okay. So in the beginning, it was really challenging. I don't tell people it was easy, girl, quit your job. Do not quit your job. Don't do that. I don't regret mine because I was like so involved in what I was doing. I was so focused. I let everything go. I was focused on building. Most people, can't do that. I had support, all the things. So you have to have your stuff in order. Now, I can tell that story and I can tell you how to do it. I can tell every single mom how to build a business with a toddler. I can tell every single mom how to build a business pregnant, nursing, because I did it. It's my testimony. It's not a story I heard, it's mine. And so now that I'm sharing that, somebody resonates with that. Like, well, I am a toddler mom. I want to build my business from home. I don't want to put my child in daycare. I want to be there, for the first time they roll over or crawl or whatever. I want to be the person that they call on all the time. So I can relate to you. You're my people. So when you tell your story and you share some things about you, you're going to attract your tribe. I'm only going to attract the people who get it. And the girls that don't, they don't. That's a TikTok. The girls that get it, get it. And the girls that don't, don't. And so they will get it. And so when I often ask people, I know some people probably feel like they don't have a story, a triumph story. Yes, you do. It may not be the same story, but you have one. When I'm scheduling and booking someone to hear my opportunity, because I'm developing 100 new online leaders, and I always say, I can't wait to hear your success story. About 50% of those people will say, I don't have a success story. I'm like, you did something, right? You graduated, you are a mother, you're a successful mother, you've done something in your life, you're in management, like you've done something in your life that was considered successful because you achieved it. And so we've got to stop talking, that negative chatter, and we got to start talking positive to ourselves. Like, you know what? I'm a bad, you know what I'm saying? I may not be there yet, but I'm on my way. I'm going. I'm under construction. Come back in 6 months. Come back in a year. I am the number one author. Girl, I ain't even wrote one page yet, but I'm a number one author. You got to start telling yourself what you want to happen for yourself. And so when someone says, oh, I want to hear your success story, you tell your story. It is successful because you're still here. That means you have a pulse, you have a purpose. Girl, you have a success story.